it should be a great game.
There is some real talent on this field today, including in the face-off X, the NEC Player of the Year, Zach Cole, at 71% on the year in the face-off X, but it is Jacob Alexander, the Fogo for Bryant, winning the opening face-off, and the title game in the Northeast Conference is underway. A giveaway in the midfield, and Bryant is looking for a transition. Zach Coffey feeding the far alley to Benabladian. His first shot on goal, stopped by the St. Joe's keeper, Tucker Almany, who is undefeated on the season. He took over the starting duties when conference play began, and he's gone 9-0, and he makes assists on the year. Evan Campbell in the midfield. And now Tucker Brown, who had 12 goals on this very balanced offense for St. Joe's. Denied entry on his dodge down the far alley. Now going for a swim, and he scores. First goal of the game of the Hawks. And they lead the championship here at home.
Great first possession for St. Joe here. Coach Ray couldn't have written it up any better than that. They come down, they make a save down the defensive end, they get up the field, they move the ball in a simple, great inside move here and beats to the goal.
As you may hear, these tough fans in Philadelphia for St. Joe's, they don't like the call.
That's a heck of a call on the sideline right there. I didn't have an angle at it, but the referee was right there on top of the call.
Bryant has a great offense as well. A young offense. 63 goals this year. That's 42% of their offense came from true freshmen. And that is led by Benabladian. He wears number 14. Logan McGovern runs the offense out of X. He wears number 1, second in the Northeast Conference in points per game. And he feeds the far alley for a dodge and goal. Trevor Weingarten, number 7 on the year for the midfielder from Allendale, New Jersey, tying it up for the Bulldogs.
Well, in the beginning, we talked about Bryant's offense, averaging over 13 goals again, playing with a lot of true freshmen. This is just stepping inside, beating his man's over.
St. Joe's.
I think early on, both offenses a little bit jittery. You know, they've done some good job in transition, but in settled offense, both offenses have a turnover. See if they can settle down and take advantage of their 6-on-6 offense as we go further in the game.
Tell you what, Bugs, there's juice here at the field today, too. We are getting to better times and more folks getting vaccinated. Here's a shot and a goal by Evan Campbell, and on cue, the place erupts. They're playing in front of a crowd and energy, really probably for the first time this year. What does that do for a player? It's given St. Joe's a 2-1 lead. How much do you think that affects these guys and those jitters and the emotions today?
I think right now it's different than any other time because, like you said, it's the first time playing in a long time in front of a packed house like this right now. And you know, you saw he scores the goal, the crowd goes, the student section's right in front of it where he scores the goal. He just simply gets down the alley for his...
Tyler Makar with the pole elected to hit Matt Popik. Then they'll go into their set piece with Doran drawing Horan again. Doran gets some space from the high slot. He gets the shot away. Caracciolo the save, the rebound, and the goal for Doran. He would not quit, and he opens up a 2-goal lead for the Hawks.
Simple offense here for St. Joe. They're actually 5-on-6 here because they're subbing. Bryant doesn't take advantage of it, doesn't see that they have the extra slide guy and go early to create the matchup, and they do a good job picking up the trash and throw it in the goal, and a goal is a goal.
That's going to cause a timeout. You know, about 3 seconds between the game clock and shot clock. So they can essentially save for the final shot if they want, and they're going to go man up here on the next St. Joe's touch. It'll be their first up opportunity.
Yeah, here I think you want to go an open look here. You want to hold the ball here. You're going to, regardless of possession at the end of the quarter, Bryant will have the ball if the ball is down because the flag is down. So you're going to get a free shot here at the end. We'll have to see what the foul is because you might end up man up as well.
Kind of like Lacrosse's version of the and one.
Yes, sir.
McGovern out to the far alley, and there is a heavy shot and goal for Aidan Goltz. All the way from Newport Beach, California, with number 14 for the freshman. And Bryant gets a late one here in the first with 32 seconds to go in the opening quarter. We've got a 1-goal championship.
It's a big goal, and it's an absolute rip to that.
at 71% on face-offs. These two really battling, and what a job Alexander has done here in the first. Bryant with the possession, down by 1. A leaping catch by Abladian to keep this one alive with 19 seconds to go in the first. Down to 9. Bryant's got to go. Here's Goforth. Forced outside with 4 seconds. Into X. McGovern looking to get one off. He scores! With .7 on the clock. He goes 5-hole into the turf to tie it at 3.
What a great play, just using his speed to get his hands free to run by the defenseman, and then he sees the goalie come off there and gets him right between his legs for the goal. And then St. Joe's going to circle that play if they don't win today, because that's a big difference of going 4-1 with 50 seconds left in the quarter to now 3-3 to start the quarter.
Alexander the face-off win to Marc O'Rourke for his first goal today. O'Rourke in the championship game, and again, for the junior from Hingham, Massachusetts, they wondered if he'd be getting back this year. He battled through those COVID-related issues for so long, and man, he's come back and been the force that they know he is for the Bryant Bulldogs. Number 17 in his 4th game back.
Once again, off the face-off, although I think the official missed a face-off violation because the ball was stuck, but O'Rourke steps up in the one.
Dave to keep Bryant in the lead. The midfield is huge between these two teams because both really can create chaos in the neutral zone. And the team that handles it best in what should be a tight one, because even in this undefeated run in conference for St. Joe's, they've won 3 of those games by 1 goal and 1 of them by 2. So they can win the blowout, but they can also win the tight one.
Yeah, and coming in, I think both these teams, new championship atmosphere. This is going to be a tight game. It's a game of runs, and just whoever can make the biggest run.
Kevin Groeninger keeping this run going for Bryant. He scores coming out of X, and that's a 4-0 run for the Bulldogs.
And their run right now starts on the defense end. They're making stops, and then they're taking advantage. Right now, for St. Joe, as tough as things are going for you right now, only being down 2 goals and not having success on offense, you got to feel good that you can get back to clicking the way you did in the first quarter and take this game over.
Tufano feeling the ride from Rule. Here's Campbell. Evan Campbell. Way outside. St. Joe's has really been forced to those outside shots. So certainly a lot of credit to Caracciolo, but it gives him a little bit of more of an opportunity when the shots are coming from where they're coming. Anderson trying to get to that left hand. To the middle. Levi Anderson around the screen. He scores! Levi Anderson, the junior. Fresh shot clock here. And here is Levi Anderson trying to get to the middle again. His man goes down. He dishes to Brown over to the alley. The shot is blocked, and Anderson picks it back up.
Good ground ball by Anderson there, but even smarter play. Instead of him shooting the ball there, he moved the ball, and they got a better shot.
Anderson gets the pick. Out to Brown. Heavy shot and a game-tying goal. Tucker Brown tucks it inside the far post, keeping it low, and we are tied at 5.
Big possession here. Again, we see they have to slide to Levi Anderson there.
St. Joe's in possession with 43 on the shot clock. They've scored the last 2 to tie us up. Looking to make it a 3-goal run and reclaim the lead again. Evan Campbell down the middle. He flips it wide with Doran lurking goal line extended. Now Doran playing it in. To his left. Met in the alley. He gets free. He scores! Ryan Doran gives St. Joe's the lead again. 6-5 Hawks.
And Ryan Doran on this play does a great job of taking what his defenseman gives him. He does a good job of getting into his defenseman and then stepping out and stepping back up and attacking.
After really kind of dominating the first quarter. Levi Anderson down the alley. He really turned things around with his game-tying goal.
He's been a big factor as of late. You know, he had the tying goal, and then he had the assist on the go-ahead goal at that point as well.
It stays with the Hawks. Tucker Brown gets the shot on, stick save, Caracciolo. And a good pass ahead of Will Ronan on the clear. Midfield ride there by Tucker Brown on his way to the bench. Bryant has an opportunity, stepping down and tying the game. It's Aidan Campbell for the Bulldogs, tying it at 6 on just his second goal of the season, and it comes in the second half of the championship.
Very patient job by Bryant on the slow break here. They have numbers. Nobody steps to stop the ball.
The big one. Brody rule for Bryant. Logan McGovern. And Bryant with some midfield confusion turning it over here. That's that midfield chaos. Six, we're tied on Aidan Campbell's game-tying goal. Here's Aidan Campbell.
And you could look, they're going to try and work a pick here for Campbell.
Oh, he gets through, and he scores! He faked the initial shot, and then he goes to the first goals a game and caused 9.33 turnovers per game. Looking to lock down.
They've been strong. You take the 3.5 minutes away in that second quarter. They've been strong all game.
Shane Fable in the midfield against Aidan Campbell. Fable drawing the slide from Hackett. 26 on the shot clock as we approach 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Fable going shoulder to shoulder with Campbell. Moving it over to the far alley, dishing it underneath. It's Tufano for the goal! By 2, the Bulldogs, of course, with great experience and a very decorated pedigree, 5-time champions of the conference, including 4 consecutive between 2012 and 2015. They won again in 2017, and they win the faceoff here, and they get the goal out of the timeout. Marc O'Rourke on the win by the Fogo. Jacob Alexander, who leads the charge, onto O'Rourke, and we've got a 1-goal game.
Jacob Alexander not only helping his team win the faceoff, but making the right decision, finding the ball, getting the ball to O'Rourke. And I thought the Bryant Wings did a great job here of battling for the ball and fighting for the ball. And you see, pick the ball up, goes right to the goal, slide comes, finds O'Rourke, and O'Rourke's going to finish that every time he has the opportunity.
Leap for that ground ball. 4:45 to go in the third. St. Joe's leads the championship over Bryant by 1. But the Bulldogs have the possession. Jake Boniuto.
Bryant going back to that invert offense where they take a short stick D-midi behind to dodge against him and hope to create a slide.
Cross alley pass and a goal and a hat trick for O'Rourke, who has tied it for Bryant at 8 as he goes top corner, barred down with a rifle.
Bryant's offense again, short stick against the D-midi. They create the slide, they move the ball, a great skip pass, and then O'Rourke just steps in.
A couple of times, but looks like Jack Horan was wise to it and bottled up the middle. And now Bryant, with 3 minutes to go in the third, looking to reclaim the lead. Logan McGovern and Ben Abladian, they've both been quiet. What has St. Joe's done to those two dynamic players?
I think they just do a really good job of the defensemen moving their feet, staying in their hands, not going for fakes, and playing smart defense. And they're going to go back to the invert that was successful in the previous possession that got them the goal.
Groeninger draws a double team. He gets it to O'Rourke coming downhill. Trevor Weingarten scores! And Bryant is back. Doran with 1.5 to go here in the third. Looking to tie it. Doran bounced one just wide. Driven into a tough angle. Nice defensive play by Jake Fisk. 1:19 to go in the third. Here's Bulmer. His shot got blocked. Bulmer going for the ground ball. Diving. Anderson picks it up. He gives it to Tufano across. They score! Ryan Doran, tic-tac-toe for the Hawks. And with 1:06 to go in the third, they rise and Philly tied at 9. Things are heating up.
This goal was made by Levi Anderson, picking the ground ball up, picking his head up. They move the ball, tic-tac-toe, finish the ball in the back.
Beautiful offense all the way around by St. Joe's, beginning with a ground ball.
Yeah, St. Joe's did a great job of being unselfish there. You know, Matt Bulmer could have definitely, taken that and moved that. We move it along, we find the open shot, goal.
Alexander the win, and he scores! What an answer from the Bryant.
And Bryant going back to what they had success with at the end of the third quarter there. They're going back to the invert offense where they were to move the ball and find the open hands.
Kent works it outside. Here's Timmy Hackett. Hackett getting inside. Hackett scores! Timmy Hackett making it a 2-goal lead for Bryant. Number 5 on the season.
Bryant starting the offense from behind the goal, and it moves. And what that does is that changes the slide package, and the guy who is the slide doesn't get back into the play quick enough, and you see. I mean, why would you not go back to the invert here for those guys? That's a good job by Coach Pressler. It's been working for them the last few possessions. It's given St. Joe trouble off the ball. That's where they're finding their success, is when they move the ball 1 or 2 passes, then they can step down.
Groeninger looking to make it a 3-goal lead. He scores! 12-9 Bryant.
Simply in the invert this time. They've been moving the ball off the invert. It's been the original dodge. It's been just to move the ball, but there's nobody that comes to him. So he goes to the goal and then beats the goalie, scores the goal.
Specialist. Drew in wearing number 10, and he holds. McGovern. They get it to the man up specialist, Drew in. More than half of his goals coming in the up opportunity. McGovern. Out of X. Beautiful skip pass and a goal for Ben Abladian. Logan McGovern with a clever feed and Abladian with a finish. The NEC Rookie of the Year has made it a 4-goal lead for Bryant with less than 9 minutes to go.
Very surgical goal on man up here. They take their time. They find their opportunity. They get the ball up. He does a great job stepping in up the field to increase his angle. Right? But you want to be patient. You have an 80-second shot clock. You want to burn a lot of that and make sure you're getting a good opportunity at the end of the shot clock.
Well, this is where experience comes in, right? Mike Pressler has a ton of it. He's won a lot of games here in this kind of setting, in this kind of situation where you're playing the lead and you balance that, taking the air out, as you say, with sticking with what's got you there.
And Jacob Alexander has been unbelievable all day, but you still do not want to make this a face-off battle with Zach Cole.
Bryant now just looking like they're having fun. Everybody's getting a touch. They move it back to the near side, and Goltz with a dodge and goal! Aidan Goltz got blocked. Levi Anderson back in possession. 4 minutes to go in the championship. Bryant by 5. Anderson to the middle. To the near alley. Doran. They double down on him. He can't work his way free to a shot. Evan Campbell. Shane Fable. And now Levi Anderson. He works it into the middle. Great catch by Bomer, and he scores the first time St. Joe's gets to the back of the net in the fourth. And the sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, hoping he sparks a rally. It's now a 4-goal game with 3:36 to go.
Extremely important possession again. You know, the ball in Levi Anderson's stick, he finds the open guy, and then bang, step down.
They need it to keep this one going. If Bryant gets a stop, they can pretty much run this one out. Forced into the middle, and the ground ball by Bryant. Emmett Campbell comes away with it. St. Joseph's with the ride. Campbell will just heave it downfield. Stolen by the keeper. Albany moving it along. Numbers for St. Joe's. Big save! Caracciolo on Tufano. Oh, what a stop. That might be the backbreaker.
That's a huge stop in a 4-goal game with a little under 2 minutes to go.
Weingarten into the open net for the goal for Bryant with 1:33 to go. And the Bulldogs
complete 60 minutes today from Bryant. You know, they play both ends of the field. You know, and the key to the game to me was Jacob Alexander at the face-off X and his control, especially early in the game for Bryant, to allow those guys to get comfortable in the game.
Stay with us for the post-game ceremonies, the awarding of the NEC Men's Lacrosse Championship Trophy, as well as the announcement of the all-tournament teams, which Jacob Alexander will have his name undoubtedly a part of. Less than a minute to go. The Bryant Bulldogs returning to glory. Another opportunity at the open net, and fitting that it's Marc O'Rourke. We'll go kneel the rest of this one, and Bryant can play this one out. The celebration already maybe starting a little early. Ryan Baker throwing his hands up in the air, but 9.9 to go before all the sticks can go get tossed up in the air in the celebration. The real one can begin. And on to the NCAA tournament, and Bryant has made noise in the NCAA tournament before as well, that historic win against Syracuse. So they're not just happy to go be part of the tournament, they're going to go there and look to win a game.
Yeah, Coach Presser sure is. That's for sure. They're going to celebrate this one, but they're going to be back to work tomorrow or Monday to find out who they play.
The Bryant Bulldogs, for the 6th time in their program history, are the champions of the Northeast Conference in men's lacrosse. Back to glory for the Bulldogs. The